The problem number 1 to 8 from the LeetCode. The question is longest consecutive sequence. We need to find uh, from the question. They will give us the unsorted area of integer nums, and also we need to return the length of the longest consecutive element sequence. That's it. And they also mention we must write the algorithm in big O of n time complexity. Here I will explain the question in very detail by copying this photo into the paint, and I will explain here, and then after we will move to the coding part. Here they given the input nums, right? First of all, what is the question describes means it will asking the longest consecutive sequence length. Here if you take the element 100 as the starting number, then after 100 there is there is next to 100th element in the array. It means simply after the 100th number the next number is 101. It is present in the array or not present in the array. If it starts from the 100, then the sequence length is 1. So it is if it starts from the 100, the sequence length is 1. If you start from the 4, the sequence length is again 1, because there is no 5. The next element of 4 is 5 now. That is not present in the array nums. So again the length is 1. If it starts from 200, then also the length is 1, because after the 200 next element is 201. That number is not present in the nums what they given as input now. Then after, if it starts from 1, 1's next element is 2. It is present in the array. 2's next element is 3. That is also present in the array. 3's next number is 4. That is also present in the array. 4's next element 5, which is not present in the array. So the length here is 4. So we will replace with 4. Okay. Then after, if you starts from 3, then the 3's next element is 4 is present, but 4th next element 5 is not present. So here here's the count. If it starts from 3, the length is 2, but which is smaller than the 4, so we need not to replace it. Then after, if it starts from 2, the 2's next number is 3, 3 next number is 4. If it starts from 2, the length is 3, but which is smaller than the 4, so here we need to return the 4. That's it here. Okay, I think all is clear. Now I will explain how to mug up this into the code. Okay. Firstly, we need to find the longest consecutive sequence, right? So that by sorting this given array, we will get an idea to how to solve it. Firstly, I will sort this array. Okay, I will sort this array. If you sort this array, the elements become 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 and 200, right? Wait. Okay, 200. Now we will take it two variables. One is count, initially declared as 1, and max count. Why I am taking this, you will understand by after dry run. We take the max count as 0, and we will start the iteration from the left to right throughout the array. Initially we will take the element 1, and we will check the difference 1 with 2. The difference between the 1 and 2 is 1, right? If the difference between the two consecutive numbers is 1, then we will update the count to +1. It means count plus plus. Here the difference between the two numbers is 1, so we will increase the count to 2. Then after, the difference between 2 and 3 is also 1, so we will again increase the count with again with 1. Then the difference between 3 and 4 is also 1, so we will again increase the count by 1, so it becomes 4. Then after, here it comes the tricky point. If the difference between two consecutive numbers is not 1, here the difference between 100 and 4 is 96, right? If the difference between the two numbers is not 1, then what we need to do, we will just need to update the max count with count if the max count is less than the count. I hope you understood. If the difference between the two consecutive numbers is not equals to 1, then we need to replace the max count with count if and only if max count is less than the count. Okay, then again we need to start the new sequence so that we will replace the count with 1, and we again need to check here the difference between the 100 and 200 is 1. No, it not equals to 1. So what we need to do, we need to check the count and maximum count. Here the maximum count is 4, right? So we need not to again need to put the count value into the max count, and as this condition arrives, the count becomes 1. Already it is a 1, so no problem. And finally we need to return the max count. So I hope this clear, right? Just what I explained here, just I will convert this into code, right? And we need to understand two more edge cases, so we can directly go into the writing the code. So if we take the array as an input, they given that the size of the array is from 0 to 10 power 5. So this logic what I'm saying is works from length 2 to somewhat any number. If if the array given is a length with 0 or 1, what should we do? If the array given with length 0, then just we need to return what? There is no sequence, right? Just we need to return the 0. If the given array with length 1, then automatically we need to return the only 1, because there is no option for to check any sequence, right? Just return 1. So this is the only edge case we need to understand here. Then I hope this all clear. Let's we go into the problem. And here they given that you must write the algorithm that runs in the big O of n time. But first I will explain the approach one, which is not big O of n time. Then after completing that, I will explain the explain the algorithm which which runs in the big O of n time. Okay, first we'll go into the LeetCode and solve this problem so that you all get clear what I said here. Just I convert this whole into the code, that's it, nothing more in that. Here first what I did here, I just sorted the array, right? Just I'm following the same steps here. For the better experience, put the video in 1.25x while writing the code. So here I'm taking the two attributes. One is count, which is declared initially as 1, and also max count to 0. Okay, at initially I said that two edge cases we need to be checked, right? So if the nums dot length less than equal to 1, just we need to return the the length of the array, that is nums dot length. Here the array name is nums, so I'm using it. Next we need to iterate the array from left to right, from throughout. So I'm using the for loop. It runs from nums dot length -1, I suppose. That's it. And here what we need to do, first of all, and also I need to explain one of the important point here. It will take the array, it will contain the 0, 1, 1 and 2. Here what is the length? It is 3 by simply saying 0, 1 and 2. But what I explain here, if you follow the same steps here, then you will get the answer as 2. So we need to put one of the condition. If the two consecutive numbers difference is 0, then we need to skip that iteration. We need to just skip that iteration in the for loop while running from left to right. Just that only. It means you will check the 0 and 1. You will increment the count to initially count is 1, right? Then after by checking this, we will increment the count to 2. Then after we'll check this. The difference is the 0. Just we skip that iteration. We can't do we don't do anything. Then after we just check the difference between 1 and 2. Then the difference is 1, so we increment the count to 3. Then after, at finally we will check the condition that max count is less than the count. Just we replace and then after, at finally we will return the max count. That's it. I hope I hope all is clear. So I'm checking the same condition here. Just I'm skipping that iteration. If the difference is 1, what we need to do? We just need to increment the count, right? So we need to increment the count. Just if the difference is okay, the difference is equal to 1, then if the difference is not equal to 1, what we need to do? We need to check the condition max count is less than the count, then we need to replace max count with count, and also we need to put the 1 at the count. That's it. Then after and finally we need to check the condition here. If max count less than the count, then we need to replace the max count with count, and finally return the max count. That's it. And now let's run this. Okay, all the test cases are passing. Now we will submit this. Okay. Here if you check the time complexity, it is n log n, not big O of n. So what they asked in the question, we need to write an algorithm that runs in big O of n time, right? So we need to optimize it. How can we optimize the solution? I will explain again in the paint. Not a hard problem, it is a easy to medium problem. Okay, I will use a brush to erase this all. Okay, let us start the approach 2. What is approach 2 means? We using the HashSet. We use the HashSet. What is the use of HashSet means? HashSet does not allow any duplicates. HashSet does not allow any duplicates to store in it. If you already store the one, if you want to add again one, it will not allow. Okay, this is the one thing you need to know by we using the HashSet. Here 100 4 200 wait, I will write here 100 4 200, then after 1 3 and 2. That's it, right? Here these are the elements, right? We need to add them into the HashSet. Okay, 1 3 and 2, we need to add them into the HashSet. Okay, first we add 100, then we add 4, then we add 200, then we add 1, then 3, then 2. Okay, what we need to check here for the sequence 1 2 3 4 is the longest sequence, we know already, but I need to explain with this example, right? So firstly we take the 2 2 is if we start from the 2, we get the length is 3, we know already by looking it, but how can we know if you take the 2, if you take the 2 in the sequence as the first element, we will get the maximum consecutive length or not? By you can easily understand it by if the element what we're taking from the hash set, which is the first element in the sequence, it means let me take here 2, right? In the sequence there is a element before the 2 is 1. So um, already um, uh, already the element 1 is already existing in the sequence which is before to the 2. So we will skip that element here, and we take the 3, and we check that it any element, um, not any element before 3. What is the element is there? What is the number? Is 2, right? Is 2 is present in the hash set. If it present, then we will not start the will not start finding the length. Okay, then we will take the 1. Yeah, if you take the length 1, then there is any element once 1 before the element before the number is 0, right? 0 is present in the hash set, no. So we'll start the iteration from 0. Then after there is any element 2, yeah, and we check the we check the in the hash set. If it present, then we will increment the count, and then after check with 3, then after check with 4. If and finally we will return this length with max count as previously. Then after I will look into 200. You will check the 200 before the number is 199. 199 present in the yeah, hash set, no. So what should we need to do? We'll start the count value as 1, and we'll try to find 201 present in the hash set, no. So count is 1, but before you get the max count is 4, right? By taking the 1 as the initial element of the sequence. Then after we will look into 4. Fourth before the element is 3, that is already present in the hash set. We will not take this and move to the next. And here we take the element as 100, then its before the element is 99, that is not present in the hash set, and we will declare the count as 1, and check 101 present in the array. 101 not present in the 101 not present in the hash set. So we will check with max count. Max count is already greater than the count, so we can't replace it. And finally we can return this max count. That's it. I hope you clear. I will explain again. We need to insert all the elements in the array to the hash set. We are not doing the any sorting here. We're taking the each element and checking it's before the element is present in the array, then we skip, because if you start from that there is the no use. It will not get the maximum length. So just simply skipping that element and moving to the next element, then finding that there is that number before the element is already present in the hash set. We will just skip. If not present, we will find the size of length of the consecutive sequence and compare with the max count. If the max count is less than this count, we just replace. And finally completion of the iteration throughout the hash set. Just we did one thing, that is return. I think all is clear, right? Now I will go into LeetCode and I will write this code with what I explained here. Just I will convert this explanation into code. That's it, nothing more. Okay, let's we go into the LeetCode to solve this problem. Okay, now I will write the code in the LeetCode using the hash set. Right, first we need to declare the hash set. Integer, right? Type what we need, what the numbers, what is the data type of the data we are storing, need to store here is integer, right? Then after we need to convert the two variables. One is count, initial count, and after we need also max count. Initially I will declare it with 0, sorry, initialize with 0. Then after what we need to do, we need to iterate, right? So I want to we need to first we need to add all the elements from the given array nums to the hash set, so we can access from the hash set every element. So first initially we need to add all the elements from the array to the hash set. So I'm running the loop from index 0 to n minus 1. N is the length of the array. I'm just adding the elements. Okay, I hope this clear. Then after, what we need to do after insertion, what we need to do, we need to iterate through the HashSet, right? So that okay, so here what we need to check, if the element, that before element is already existing in the HashSet, we need not to do anything, we just need to go to the next element. So we check the condition, if HashSet not contains a minus 1th element, means a minus 1 the number. So if it not contains, what we need to do, just I will keep the count to 1, and then after I will use the while loop to count the sequence of the length starting from a element, right? So I will use the condition, that is HashSet contains the next element of a, that means a plus 1, right? How many times it contains the a plus 1 element, but we will just increment the count plus 1 plus 1. So finally we will get the length of the sequence starting with that a element. So I am here increment the count, and also we need to increment the element also. I think this is clear, right? Now what we need to do after okay, after completion we need to check which is greater than count is greater than the max count. Then we need to swap, not swap, we need to update the max count. Then after we need to return the max count, that's it. We will get the length of the longest sequence, consecutive sequence. Just I will run. Okay, here I did not return the int data type. See, there is any errors. Okay, oh okay, I need to initialize, right? I will okay. Now I will submit, as all the test cases are passing here. We need to submit and we will check. Yes, it is accepted. This total 84 test cases all are passed. And okay, we can't check the time complexity, but I will explain how to find the time complexity here. Here we are just inserting the all the elements from the nums, which means array, to the hash set, so the time complexity is big O of n here. Then after, if the element before the element is not present, then only we are starting the started to find the sequence, right? So if you find I will explain using paint so you get clear. Okay, I will write here. Okay, 100, 4, 200, 1, 3 and 2. If it starts from 100, then the before the element is not present, so if we try to start the sequence, but 101 is not present, so it runs one time. Then after, if you starts from 4, it's before the element is present, so we will not start the sequence, right? Then after, from 200, one time. Then after 1, the before the element not present, so we will start the sequence, consecutive sequence, 1 2 3 4. The length is again 4. So what is the length of the given nums is 6, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then after, how many times we are looping, means iterating, it's 6 times, so it is also big O of n. So, and next here, if you come here, finally we're checking the condition and returning. So big O of n plus big O of n, it is big O of n only, big O of 2n, it is, we say the big O of n only. So the time complexity of approach 2 is big O of n, right? and the time complexity approach one what I explained here is big O of n log n. So as question asked, we need to write the algorithm that runs in big O of n. So using HashSet we will satisfy the condition, and I hope this is clear. If you have any doubts regarding this question, regarding this problem, just comment in the comment section, and if I did any wrong while explaining, um, just comment below, I will rectify. And thank you for watching till the end. If you like this video, please do subscribe and like, and thank you so much for watching till the end.